Lemanna Castle was one of the principal strongholds of the O'Brien clan and figures prominently in the history of Clare. The Tower House, or castle at the east, was built around 1480 by the father of Sir Donat O'Brien. The adjoining house, a striking 4-storey building with mullioned and transomed windows, was built by Conor O'Brien about 1640. Conor was the husband of Mora Rua MacMahon, about whom a multitude of stories are told, none of them complimentary, and most of a doubtful origin. The traditional thatched cottage has been part of the Clare landscape for thousands of years. Thatching is a highly skilled craft which has regained much of its popularity in recent years. A thatch roof may take a little longer to complete than using slates, but it's well worth the effort. It keeps the house warm and dry in winter and cool in summer. And it looks great too. Ballyvaughan is the gateway to the Burren and was established as a fishing and trading port in the early years of the 19th century. It's a charming place, especially in summer, and for those looking for a quiet holiday, Ballyvaughan is the place. Now, didn't I tell you that smoking wasn't good for you? For many visitors, Ballyvaughan is the starting point for a tour of the Burren, and what better way to do it than on a bicycle? The world-famous Burren region of North Clare takes its name from the Irish word Burren, meaning a rocky place, and rocky it is, with some commentators referring to it as a lunar landscape, seemingly barren and lifeless. Cromwell's General Ludlow described it as a place that has not enough earth to bury a man, not enough timber to hang him, or enough water to drown him. The opposite, of course, is true. The Burren limestone is over 300 million years old, making this an ancient region which has stood above sea level before the Alps, Andes, or Himalayas ever existed. It is a truly magical place, where many species of plants and flowers thrive which are found nowhere else in Ireland. Some of these species are native to the Arctic regions and to the Mediterranean, and have grown here since the last ice age about 15,000 years ago. There are 3 reasons why so many different flowers and plants thrive in the Burren. First, the high density of light in the Burren reflected from the sea and the naked limestone. It's vital for the survival of the Arctic type of plants. Second, the warming effect of the Gulf Stream which flows along the coast. It is essential for the Mediterranean species. Thirdly, the terraced limestone hills act like giant storage heaters by absorbing the natural heat of the Atlantic and the sun. County Clare, and the Burren in particular, are world-renowned potholing and caving areas. Clare, in fact, has more caves than any other county in Ireland. Alwee Cave, about 2 miles north of Ballyvaughan, is the best known of them all. And Carl Wright, the cave guide, tells the story of its creation and discovery.
The cave was discovered in 1940 by a local farmhand, Jekyll McGann, who was herding sheep at the time on the mountain and noticed his dog disappearing down through some rocks after a rabbit. He went to investigate and discovered the little entrance to the cave. Now, it was opened up to the public as a show cave in 1976, and while they were digging out the entrance of mud and laying paths through here, they discovered quite a number of bones in this section, and quite a few of them turned out to belong to the European brown bear. Now, the bones which we have here on display are about 1,500 years old. It is believed there were bears in Ireland up until possibly 1,200 years ago. The hollows in the mud along this part of the cave seem to be the beds which the bears would have scraped out to sleep in, and that's really what makes this place unique. It is the only site in Ireland or in Britain where bear pits have ever been found. So that is why we use the symbol of the bear for the cave. At this present moment, we would be around 400 feet beneath the surface of the mountain. The cave system's total length is around 1 mile. The tourist section of that is around 1/3 of a mile. The cave system was created entirely by the action of running water and is believed to be about 1.5 to 2 million years old. So the cave we're walking through is really a dried up river bed.